What's up my peeps, time for another Supercard video, and once again it's all about Season 3. So you guys seem to have liked that first Season 3 wishlist video, and it's time for Episode 2. This one's still about the cards, but this time we're going to cover the support cards and how I'm suggesting a brand new type of support cards, tierless support cards that'll add more strategy to the game. And also, towards the end of the video, I'll be showing you guys a Hardened Bobby Roode card, since if you haven't heard, they've announced 3 new tiers, one of them being Hardened, the other one being Elite, and the last one being Ultimate. So there's no Hall of Fame tier, but you've got those 3. Anyways, in the last video I told you guys if you had any ideas that you'd like to share to post them up in the comment section, and I'd go ahead and feature the ones that I liked. So I've got 2 for you right now. First off, from Bob's Wrestling, he goes ahead and pretty much suggests that the cards have their catchphrases. So let's say you've got a Jack Swagger card, you click on it, he says, "We the people." And right when he said that, something popped up in my mind and I'm like, oh, a Jericho card, you click on it, he says, "Stupid idiots." So now that they've got player versus player in Season 3, I'd love to be able to constantly call my opponent a stupid idiot by clicking on my Jericho card. Just make sure that you've got to click on it, because I don't want to be scrolling through the cards and just hear a bunch of catchphrases, because that's going to get annoying pretty quickly. And then we've got another comment from BNJYT. He suggests that all the event cards have their own unique design. So if you've got a Seth Rollins event card, it looks unique. It looks like a Seth Rollins card. If you've got a Kane card, it's got the fire, it's got the flames. If you've got an Undertaker card, you've got all the Undertaker logos on there, you've got that dark look, and I'm all for that. I mean, that's pretty much what I was talking about in my first video in episode 1 of the wish list. I want to see as many unique and different designs as possible, and that includes the event cards. Now, let's start the Season 3 wish list for the support cards. So, supports in Supercard all pretty much do the same thing at the end of the day, or one of 2 things. They either A, increase your card stats, or B, decrease the opponent's card stats. They don't do anything beyond that, and that's fine. It's simple and it's worked. But what these new support cards would do is add more strategy to the game, and use the game's current mechanics to go ahead and help you out in the way of support cards. And actually, there's a perfect spot for them right now in the team deck. That coming soon spot, we still haven't gotten or figured out what that spot is for, but that'd be perfect for these support cards. So anyways, let's start it off with an alignment change support card, a down arrow alignment change support card to be specific here. Now for those of you who can't figure out what alignment means or what it's for in this game, if you can't figure it out by just looking at the picture, it's, you know, a triangle change or an arrow change. I know I refer to them as triangles, but in the game they're actually referred to as alignments. So anyways, as you can see here, there isn't a tier to this support card, and there won't be a tier for all the other support cards that I'm about to show you guys in this video, because at the moment the support cards, what separates them from tier to tier is the amount of boost that it'll give to certain stat, or the amount of decrease or points that it's going to take away from your opponent's card stats. But here, we're not talking about stats, we're not decreasing or increasing, so there's no point in a tier. And also, for those wondering, these support cards wouldn't replace the current ones, they go along with them. So you'd have your normal support card that increases or decreases a stat, and you'd have a tier list support card to go along with that. And this one would be perfect for pretty much all the modes, except maybe for Money in the Bank mode, because you don't have any tag team matches, and arrows or triangles don't count there. But let's say you're in exhibition, and it's the last match to determine who wins the overall match, and it's a tag team match. You find yourself with a blue triangle and a yellow triangle. Well, easy fix, you've got this support, go ahead and use it, and all of a sudden, that Dean Ambrose card goes from a blue triangle to a bottom yellow triangle. And this would also be perfect for ring domination. I've been in so many situations where I could have had a perfect match, 9-0, but I find myself with a card that I can't use to achieve that. I find myself with the wrong triangle. This would be an easy fix, and of course you wouldn't just have a bottom yellow alignment change support card, because you can't make a support card like this and only have one for the down yellow triangle. You've got to make one for each of the triangles, so a left blue one, an up yellow one, and a right blue one as well. And also, this wouldn't be a manager type support card, and what I mean by that is it wouldn't apply to all of your cards, it would only apply to the card you select, because if it applied to all of your cards, then that would hurt you more than anything in a mode like Ring Domination, situation where triangle variety is key. And it wouldn't be of much help in Road to Glory either, because then all your cards would be the same exact arrow, so you wouldn't get any tag team boost. So that's why this card is better off as a normal non-manager card. And speaking of managers, and speaking of tag teams, we move on to a Teddy Long tag team support card. I don't think I need to explain why Teddy Long is on a tag team card. So this one's all about no tag team penalties. What I mean by that is a decrease in stats that you get when you combine a yellow and blue card. So it kind of functions in the same way as that arrow change card, but this one's different. This one's a manager card, and you're not getting the benefit in ring domination as you would that other card, because there are no tag team matches in ring domination. So how do you counter that? How do you counter that disadvantage with this support card? You make this one a manager. And on top of that, with this manager card, you're not, getting a possible tag team boost by having, an up yellow and a down yellow or right blue and left blue. You're just getting no penalty when you combine different colored triangles. So this one would be perfect in a ton of situations, just avoiding the penalty. Even if you're not getting a boost, sometimes can turn the match around. You can win that match. I've lost a bunch of tag team matches in Road to Glory because I only had a blue and right triangle left. So this would be perfect for a situation like that. And like I said, while it is a manager support card, it wouldn't be overpowered because at the same time you can't use it in ring domination, and it wouldn't give you the benefits of the alignment change card in terms of the possible tag team boost that you get when switching a card's arrow. This one wouldn't change the arrow. So, moving on to another support card. This one's real simple, a stat switcher. So as you can see right here, it says power and speed. It will switch your card's power stat with the speed stat. Now, just like that first support that I showed you guys, there wouldn't just be one for the power and speed switch, there'd be one for all the possible stat switches. This would be really useful and a match saver for a lot of situations. Let's say it's the last match of the match or the bout, and you've got a speed and charisma card, but the match is power and toughness. How great would it be if you had this support card? Let's say you had a support that switched the toughness stat with the charisma stat. That could save you the match. So that, I think, would be a great addition. It's simple, and it'd work in all the modes. And for the last support, a mystery card reveal. That's right, a card that would show you your opponent's deck for a number of seconds, for maybe 5 to 10 seconds. Initially, I'll be honest, I was going with the idea that the card will only show you one of the opponent's cards, but then once I started thinking about it, I'm like, but that might be a bit too underpowered. There wouldn't be much use to it, especially in a mode like Ring Domination and Road to Glory where you've got a bigger deck. What good is it gonna do to you if you can only see one of the opponent's cards? So I think seeing the opponent's entire deck for a number of seconds would be a lot more beneficial, and it wouldn't be overpowered because you've still got to remember the opponent's cards because you'd only see them for a couple of seconds. And on top of that, while you would have seen the opponent's cards, you don't know when the opponent is going to place or use a specific card in his deck. Oh, and by the way, got the idea for this support card by playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! In the past. There was a ton of cards in that game that would show you the opponent's cards. So, that's it for the supports. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think of these ideas, and also if you've got ideas of your own when it comes to support cards for Season 3 or changes you'd like to see, let me know in the comments, and once again I'll feature the ones that I like in the next Supercard wishlist video. But before this video ends, you guys really like the designs of the last wishlist video, so here's another kick-ass superstar card, this time featuring one of the brand new tiers announced for Season 3, the Hardened tier. So here's a Hardened Bobby Roode card. Check out this awesome card design. This is one of the coolest cards out there, and this was once again designed by Shandy. I told him I wanted a Hardened Bobby Roode card, and he went ahead and made it, and it looks kick-ass. It looks awesome. And if you guys want to see more like this, check him out on Twitter. Follow him on Twitter. He's got a Hardened Samoa Joe on there, so if you like this one, you'll also like that other one. And all of the cards that I showed you guys in this video, all the support cards, and once again, the cards that were in episode 1 of the wish list were all designed by Shandy. I had these ideas, but I needed somebody to go ahead and I guess make them come to life, or create them, and Shandy was the guy to do it. So big thanks to him, big shout out to Shandy. Follow him on Twitter. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, you can click the like button down below. And with that said, I'm out. See ya.